This is a bacterium, and this is a virus. They both can make you sick, but they're completely different. Antibiotics can destroy one of them, but they're useless against the other. Why? The answer is much more surprising than you think. At first glance, they look almost identical. They're both microscopic. They both spread from person to person, and they can both make you seriously ill. But that's where the similarities end. A bacterium is a living organism. Think of it as a tiny house. Everything it needs is already inside. It eats, it grows, it produces energy, it reacts to its environment. And when it's ready, it simply divides into two. One becomes two, two become four, four become eight. Before long, there are thousands. Pretty impressive for something you can't even see. But here's something most people don't know. Not all bacteria are dangerous. In fact, your body is home to trillions of them. Many help you digest food, some protect your skin, others help your immune system fight harmful germs. Without bacteria, life would be much harder. Now let's meet the virus. A virus is much smaller than a bacterium, but the biggest difference isn't its size, it's what it can't do. A virus can't eat, it can't grow, it can't produce energy, and it can't reproduce by itself. Imagine a USB drive. It contains information, but without a computer, it can't do anything. A virus works the same way. Outside a living cell, it does absolutely nothing. It simply waits. Everything changes the moment it enters a living cell. Instead of making copies by itself, it takes control of the cell. The cell becomes a tiny virus factory, producing thousands of new viruses. This is why viruses spread so quickly inside your body. Now let's go back to our first question. Why don't antibiotics work against viruses? Because antibiotics are designed to attack bacteria. They damage the parts bacteria need to survive. Without those parts, the bacteria die. But viruses don't have those structures. There's simply nothing for antibiotics to attack. That's why antibiotics can help treat many bacterial infections. But they don't work against the flu, they don't work against most common colds, and they don't work against viral infections in general. So here's the easiest way to remember the difference. A bacterium is a tiny living organism. It can survive on its own. A virus is a tiny package of genetic instructions. It needs another living cell to survive and reproduce. Both can make you sick, but they are completely different. And now, you'll never confuse them again.